Welcome to a lesson on how to create a box plot, as well as check for outliers. We are given a data set that represents the number of calories in various snack bars. Notice the data is already ordered from least to greatest, where the minimum value is 90, the maximum value is 200. Next, we'll determine the median, which is the data value in the middle when the data is ordered from least to greatest. Because there are 9 data values, the data value in the 5th position is the median, which is 120. Now we determine Q1 and Q3, where Q1 is the median of the lower half of the data, and Q3 is the median of the upper half of the data. Because we have 4 values below and 4 values above, there are 2 middle values for the lower half and 2 middle values for the upper half. To find Q1, we need to sum 100 and 110 and divide by 2, which is 105. And then to find Q3, we sum 130 and 140 and divide by 2, which is 135. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, which is 30. The range is the max minus the min, which is 110. And now check for outliers. One common way to identify outliers is to determine Q3 plus 1.5 times the interquartile range and Q1 minus 1.5 times the interquartile range. Q3 plus 1.5 times the interquartile range is 180. Any value above this is an outlier. This indicates 200 is an outlier. And then Q1 minus 1.5 times the interquartile range is 45. There are no values below 45. 200 is the only outlier. And now let's create the box plot. We first create a number line to accommodate the data, label the axis, and plot the min and max values of 90 and 200, then plot the median of 120, then plot Q1 of 105, and Q3 of 135. Next, we create a box from Q1 to Q3, or 105 to 135, then sketch a vertical segment through the median. And now we create the two tails. On the left, we have a tail from Q1 to the min, or 105 to 90. And then on the right, because we have an outlier, we're not going to sketch a tail from Q3 to the max. The data value before 200, which is 140, the tail on the right is only going to go from Q3 to 140, and then we leave the outlier as a single point on the right. And now we have our completed box and whisker plot. I hope you found this helpful.